In this video, we're going to show you how to install the high beam bulb on your F-150 located behind the headlamp assembly. Using a 22mm socket, we're going to go ahead and loosen and remove our lug nuts. Now that we have all of our lug nuts removed, we can grab that wheel, remove it, and set it aside. Now that the wheel removed, I want to go ahead and remove these 3 screws. There's one here, here, and up here. These are 7/32. I'm going to use my socket and my stubby 1/4-inch ratchet to loosen and remove these. And we'll just continue doing this. Then over here we have a little plastic anchor here. I'm going to spin that counterclockwise. And then we'll go ahead and remove that whole button altogether right here. Now once we have those removed from the front portion of the liner, we're going to move a little bit further up. Now we're going to move to the center over here. We're going to use our trim tool. Pop this out. Now with our hardware removed, we want to go ahead and gain access behind this. That's why we're removing that hardware. As we pull this down, we need to dislodge the fender liner from the tabs on the fender itself. So you just kind of have to push this around and work this down and out. Now with the fender liner pulled back, here and here are going to be access to your bulbs. You want to go to remove these caps, you can simply grab the rubber tab here in most cases and pull those right off. Sometimes it might be stuck. Simply grab a pair of pliers, grab that little rubber tab and pull outward and just pull that cap off. It's going to give us access to the bulb inside here. Now you want to go ahead and reach in there, you're going to grab that bulb and twist it counterclockwise. Now these are keyed, meaning the bulb can only lock, it can go clockwise and counterclockwise only so far. And then you have to pull it out. So go ahead and pull this out. You want to disconnect the harness right here. You're going to pry that little tab down and pop that bulb right off like so. All right, so you're going to take your new light bulb assembly, and the thing is you don't want to touch the filament itself. You can bump it or use your gloves, but you don't want to touch that with your bare hands. Now the key thing here, these are keyed, so there's 2 large tabs on the bottom closest to the socket area, and there's a smaller tab on the top, so it can only go in one way. Take your electrical connector, going to line this up. Line it up and push it on. Now we're going to insert the bulb. Now when this goes in, it's going to be clocked or keyed. That's what I was just referring to as far as those tabs go. You can see them on the inside here. You're going to push that in, make sure it goes in, and then twist it counterclockwise until roughly that bulb is like pointing up and down. Once that's all set and it's locked into place, we can go ahead and grab that rubber cap. Line that up and go ahead and start to press this on. Okay. Now at this point here, we're going to install our fender liner. Let's go ahead and tuck our fender liner back up into position. All right, we're back up into position. Now let's go ahead and install our hardware. And we're going to get our plastic button pressed in right here. Let's go ahead and move to the outer lip area. And we're going to get this one started right in here. I'm going to go ahead and zip this one down with my ratchet. Once that bottoms out, just stop. You don't have to over tighten that. Let's go ahead and continue to the other ones on the front. Now moving to the inboard front section here, we have the little plastic clip here or retainer. Insert the base. And once that base is in, go ahead and turn the locking dial. Just snug it gently. Now let's go ahead and start the other screws. We have one here, one just up above it. And we have the last one right up on the outer section right here. And then you guessed it, we're just going to go ahead and snug these down. All right, our fender liner is installed. Now at this point here, you can go ahead and install your wheel. Go ahead and grab that wheel, line it up. We'll go ahead and get our lug nut started. Once we get all these started on here, we'll go ahead and snug them down. And repeat the process for the driver's side.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.